New twists on timeshare sales presentations. Hi, this is Julia M. Spencer. I'm a real estate advisor, investor, and your #1 source for real estate advice online. This video is actually, my channel is dedicated to teach you anything and everything there is to know about real estate. Timeshares, I don't consider that as a real estate investment, but I do go to quite a few timeshare sales presentations because they keep inviting me. So I'm making these videos to give you a little bit of a review. And this video is about a new twist on timeshare sales presentations that I've not witnessed before. So I thought I'd make a little video about it. As you can see in the background, I am at a timeshare resort here. It's pretty obvious to see where we are. We're actually near Sand Lake in Orlando, Florida, Westgate Lake Resort, I believe this is. Yes, it's what they said is a privately held, one of the largest privately held timeshare resorts here in Orlando. It's massive. I mean, this place is seriously massive. You have to have golf carts to get just from the lobby to the place where we're staying. And sales presentation's pretty normal. I mean, like all sales presentations I've been to. This one, I almost wanted to buy a timeshare, but in the end, when I saw the numbers, it was just not gonna work. It was not going to work. So, not for me. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about the new twists of some of the sales tactics here. I mean, this company has it, I mean, seriously pat down of, and they do the same thing. They want to get the yes answers first, the psychological improvement. By the way, the salesperson that was selling my timeshare, she was very nice. I mean, really, I can't say anything bad about her. She's not pushy. She's very understanding. She's kind of like me, single, well, not single mom, but she's a mom of 3, and so she's very, very personable, very nice, and they've always been very nice, the salespeople. I mean, really very, very good. So just this new twist is that they're actually not only just trying to sell you timeshares, they're actually trying to get to your friend cycle, your social media friends, and they want you to start recruiting people to the timeshares that they're trying to sell, and they want to pay you a commission. So they're actually recruiting more salespeople. It's kind of like a pyramid tactic. It's used in a lot of sales arenas, but I haven't seen it yet with timeshares. I guess it's a new thing. And they'll run the numbers for you quite convincingly. We're coming down, you know, the numbers. I think they offered me this timeshare for $46,000. It was crazy. It would have been $800 a month for the next 10 years to pay it off. And I kind of explained to them what I do for a living, how many tax sale foreclosures I can buy for that money, and that it's just not for me. It was very difficult. It was pretty obvious I wasn't gonna buy anything unless I had a phenomenal deal. But with this one, I almost did. I almost purchased it until I saw the numbers. I actually didn't expect them to be this high. So, in case, the video is actually about new tactics. And that is the new tactic that they use. They actually are saying, okay, well, you have to pay, you know, $800 a month for maintenance and HOA fees and taxes. Not maintenance, I'm sorry, HOA fees and taxes. But you can offset that if you bring us so and so many referrals to purchase timeshares from us. So you get your vacation for free. So that's a new tactic. I've not seen that before. It's a very good sales tactic, actually, and I go to these timeshare presentations just as much to learn about marketing as I do for the actual value. Now, in terms of timeshare still being a good real estate investment, it's not. Is it a good investment for vacations? I mean, if you enjoy going to the same place year after year after year after year forever, maybe. If that's the kind of thing that's for you. I kind of enjoy going to different places all the time. And I do return to the same places every once in a while, but I get tired of it and stay in different places in the same area. So that actually didn't really work for me. Of course, they always push this ownership thing, you know, they're giving you a deed, and I actually got to see a deed. They showed me a deed. It was a very generic deed that they had on their little presentation wall, but it didn't have enough info for me to know anything. And I did ask them, so what happens if people don't pay for their HOA fees? Are they going to get foreclosed on? And the salesperson said, yeah, it goes just like a regular foreclosure. It goes to the foreclosure house. It gets foreclosed just like every other house gets foreclosed. And I'm like, that's interesting, you know, because HOA fees are usually much less than mortgages. So I wonder if you can buy them on a regular foreclosure market. So I'm going to be looking out for those here in Florida, especially the liens, to see if there's any timeshares that haven't been paid, to see if I can purchase them at a foreclosure. The one thing that always gets them, one thing that I always ask for is, hey, can you let me speak to somebody who's owned a timeshare for maybe 10 years? And let me speak to that person, not an actor, an actual person that can tell me about their satisfaction with timeshares, because the numbers that they showed me didn't make sense. Satisfaction rates of over 90% with the property, with the value, with the timeshare itself. That's not the information that I get from you guys. When you leave me YouTube comments, I read them, and 9 out of 10 comments on my timeshare videos are usually negative. So people don't like them, they don't want them, they don't know how to get rid of them, and it's pretty much impossible to sell them. So so the numbers are off on that, the percentages on the statistics, satisfaction statistics, and also they never let you talk to anybody who has a timeshare and wants to sell it and how that went, if that's even possible. Because it's probably not possible, because if you're a buyer of a timeshare, you wouldn't go to another timeshare owner and buy theirs. You would just go to the sales presentation and get one sold or pushed onto you. So why would you not take all the free gifts if you would have to buy it from somebody that already owns one and you get nothing but the debt with it? So anyways, they couldn't answer those questions, and they couldn't answer my question on the foreclosure side. The statistics didn't really match up, and at that point, you know, she understood that I wasn't gonna buy anything. Of course, timeshare is a bad thing if you want to make a last-minute decision on your travel. It's pretty much impossible to get something last minute. That's my big stickler with not buying one. And then they always push to, how many vacations are you going to take in a lifetime? Well, I don't know how long my lifetime is. I might die tomorrow, you know? And then my kids are stuck with a freaking timeshare, you know? How do you get rid of it? It's not possible. So what do they do? What do they do when that happens? Do they just take the timeshare back? Is there some sort of clause in the deed that says, hey, if you don't pay us for the HOA and taxes, we'll just take it back without having even to go through foreclosure? Maybe there's a forfeiture process for this, which would make sense, you know, because you can't just possibly pay for foreclosure for each single one of them. That would be too many. So there's got to be some sort of forfeiture clause that would let these resorts take the timeshares back if nobody pays for them, in case there's a death of the owner or something. Another thing, not very clear, not very well explained. So what they usually do is present you a lot of data, lots of information, and of course they show you a model. It's a brand newest model that looks over the river, has the brand new furniture, and I even told her, it's like, this is nice furniture, but this is not the furniture of the unit where I'm staying. She's like, oh really? I didn't know that. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty obvious that my stuff has been there for like 20 years. But of course you're showing me the unit that's brand new and it smells brand new, it's beautiful, but it's not the unit you're gonna get. So, and you're also not gonna get the same unit each time. You're gonna get different units because you have to pay extra to get the same unit each time. So anyway, kind of my review. Wanted to share with you just that extra tactic that they're using these days. They're trying to get you to recruit more people, and you can then collect a commission on those other people buying timeshares, which then offsets your timeshare, which is basically a pyramid scheme, which is, you know, a sales tactic that's in wide use. It's not a secret, but it's not something I want to get into. As a real estate investor or as a private person, I'm not in the business of recruiting other people to buy timeshares for a big resort, because I'm using my time so they can get profit. So anyways, you can always stay at a place like this though without a timeshare, by just attending the timeshare sales presentations if you qualify. Also, there's plenty of people that want to trade or sell their timeshares for a particular year. I think that's a much better option. Just go look on eBay or Craigslist or ask around and find out where people own timeshares and see if you can purchase one of theirs. And that way you have the options to go wherever you want to go, wherever you can find one. And with that is the end of this very long video. Sorry it's so long again. Don't forget to go to my website, juliamspencer.com. It's at the bottom of this video. Leave me comments. I do appreciate every single comment, even if it's not a good one. Like my video, share it if you find it valuable. Subscribe to my newsletter at my website. You get a free guide to real estate investing. And I want to hear your comments, especially on timeshares. I'm very, very interested in timeshares. I still have never found them to be a good deal, but I do want to talk about them. I want to hear what you have to say. And yeah, let's analyze the topic. Let's get deep down and dirty into it. And have a great day. juliamspencer.com. Don't forget to go there. Thank you.
For your free guide to real estate investing, visit juliamspencer.com.